टाइम है ना, अच्छा 4 to 5 से भी अच्छा है। ओके, सो वी आर डिस्कसिंग ऑक्सीडेशन, सही है। ऑक्सीडेशन पहले का मैं थोड़ा रिव्यू बता देती हूँ। aldehyde on oxidation we get corresponding carboxylic acid. Corresponding means number of carbon atoms present in the aldehyde and carboxylic acid are same, okay. But when we consider the case of ketone, ketones are not very easily undergo oxidation. The reason is because of the presence of alkyl group on both sides of carbonyl group, and these ketones still undergo oxidation under drastic condition, like acidified potassium dichromate, very powerful oxidizing agent, and alkaline KMnO4, again a very powerful oxidizing agent, resulting again we get carboxylic acid, but we get mixture of carboxylic acid. Mixture means both carboxylic acid together give same number of carbon atom as that is present in the ketone, but it is we can't use that same terminology here, corresponding carboxylic acid. So in the case of ketone we can write ketones on oxidation under drastic condition with the help of powerful oxidizing agent, resulting mixture of carboxylic acid. Okay, both carboxylic acid together contain that means total number of carbon atoms present in both the carboxylic acid is equivalent to that number of carbon atom present in ketone. Okay, this is the schedule. Now after that we had a discussion regarding some chemical tests that we are going to perform in the chemistry lab for the test for aldehyde. Okay, how to distinguish an aldehyde from a ketone. So first test we have performed already, and what is the test? Silver mirror test. It is also called the Tollens test. Tollens test is performed with the help of Tollens reagent, and Tollens reagent is ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. Ammoniacal silver nitrate solution is not available in the lab. We have to prepare it. How to prepare? First we take 1 ml of silver nitrate, then we add ammonium hydroxide drop by drop till we get a permanent light brown precipitate. After that take 1 ml of reagent and take 1 ml of the given sample of aldehyde and do double boiling with the help of a water bath. So water bath means hot water bath. So after 7 minutes or after 10 minutes, we'll get a silver mirror at the inner side of test tube, which indicates that the given sample is an aldehyde. Okay, and equation also we have done. And the equation, maybe you are remembering that the reaction takes place in presence of basic medium, and aldehyde converted into light brown. Light brown. It is not exactly dark brown. It is light brown. Ayush. So aldehyde.
मैम लाइट ब्राउन होता क्या है?
लाइट ब्राउन होता क्या है? देखो आज मेरी की जो डीपी देखो, उसकी जो बैकग्राउंड।
अरे मैम नहीं मैम, मैं मतलब प्रोडक्ट कौन सा लाइट ब्राउन रहता है?
प्रोडक्ट कौन लाइट ब्राउन? कोई प्रोडक्ट नहीं है। मैंने क्या कहा था, अमोनिया सिल्वर नाइट्रेट प्रिपेयर करने का तरीका बोला था मैंने, क्योंकि ये जो ब्राउन प्रेसिपिटेट कैसे हो गया पता है? सिल्वर का एक हाइड्रोक्साइड बन जाते हैं उसके अंदर, मतलब उसी में सफिशिएंट क्वांटिटी OH माइनस है, इसकी इंडिकेशन है वो ब्राउन प्रेसिपिटेट। अगर ब्राउन प्रेसिपिटेट मिल गया मतलब अमोनियाकल हो गया। अमोनियाकल मीन्स इट कंटेन इनफ परसेंटेज ऑफ OH माइनस। ओके, गॉट इट आयुष?
यस मैम।
हाँ, उतना चाहिए हमें, तब तक हमें डालना पड़ेगा थोड़ा थोड़ा। पहले पहले मिलते हैं, थोड़ी थोड़ी डालने में ब्राउन पीपीटी आते हैं वेरी लाइट, वो जल्दी डिसॉल्व हो जाता है। अगर ऐसे एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट में आते हैं तो डिसॉल्व नहीं होती है, थोड़ी वहीं पे रह जाते हैं ब्राउन प्रेसिपिटेट, तो उसी टाइम में हम बोलते हैं अब रेडी है रिएजेंट, टॉलरेंस रेडी, रिएजेंट रेडी। Okay, now aldehyde converted into corresponding carboxylic acid and ammoniacal silver nitrate converted into two products mainly. First of all, silver, metallic silver, and second is ammonia ligand converted into ammonia gas, and besides that basic medium OH minus gets converted into water. This was the last topic from last class. Okay, now let us think about the second test. This will be also performed in the lab, and the name of the test is Fehling test. Fehling's test. I think it is clear to you. Fehling's test. Okay, Fehling's test is performed with the help of Fehling solution. And what is Fehling solution? Fehling solution comprises two different solutions. First is called the Fehling solution A. And other is Fehling solution B. So these A and B combined together, we get the Fehling reagent. Then what is chemically Fehling solution A? Fehling solution A is aqueous copper sulfate. What is the color of copper sulfate? Blue. So Fehling solution A is blue in color. And chemically it is Fehling solution is aqueous copper sulfate. And Fehling solution B is, it is a salt of dicarboxylic acid. So we can say that sodium, potassium tartrate. Sodium potassium tartrate. It has a very unique name, Rochelle salt. Sodium potassium tartrate is called Rochelle salt. Okay, so Rochelle salt means what? Rochelle salt is sodium potassium tartrate. Understood? Sodium potassium tartrate is called Rochelle salt. Okay. Now, second we will discuss about what is the color of Fehling solution B. Fehling solution B is colorless. So what is sodium potassium tartrate? You know that tartaric acid is an acid, carboxylic acid, which is present in tamarind, and it is a dicarboxylic acid. Dicarboxylic acid means it contains two carboxyl groups, COOH group. Okay, so the structure is little complicated, not that much. You will get it from any other source also. And this tartaric acid contains two carboxyl group, and this two carboxyl group, you know that COOH is there. COOH and one more COOH is there. And this H is replaced by first H is replaced by sodium, second is replaced by potassium. That's why the name is sodium potassium tartrate. The sodium potassium salt of tartaric acid, and it is colorless in nature. So these are all prior information regarding Fehling solution test. Now I will rub this off. Now, how to perform the test? Take 1 ml each of filling solution A and filling solution B. Got it? Take 1 ml each of filling solution A and filling solution B. Then mix it properly. Then add 1 ml of given aldehyde or 1 ml of given sample. And again we will perform double boiling process in the case of filling solution test also. Double boiling. Now keep it in the water bath. Double boiling takes place, and after 5 minutes we will get a red precipitate. If you got a red precipitate, indicate that the given sample is an aliphatic aldehyde. Very important point. Okay, because this is a special test for aliphatic aldehydes. Only and not aromatic aldehyde. Not aromatic aldehydes and not for ketone. Okay, so this is very important. This test is given positively only by aliphatic aldehyde. Aliphatic aldehyde means what? Aliphatic aldehyde means aldehyde with the benzene ring. Okay, aldehyde without benzene ring. Aldehyde without benzene ring, we can represent it as RCH4. Okay, and this is a test used to differentiate aromatic aldehyde and aliphatic aldehyde. I will give 3 questions on the basis of these 3 tests. We will discuss 3 tests. One we have discussed in the last class, Tollens test. This is filling solution, and one more test we will discuss. Now after that I will give questions based on this. Okay, so this topic is very important. Now let us think about the equation. What is the process takes place, and this reaction is very simple even compared to the previous case. First of all, we will take aliphatic aldehyde, RCH4. RCH2 stands for aliphatic aldehyde. Then from the copper particular filling solution AB, we will take only copper ion. So we have to write only copper ion. Cupric ion, Cu2 plus means cupric. In this reaction also the medium is basic, because you can also see that sodium potassium tartrate. Sodium potassium tartrate means what? Sodium and potassium are there, so that means it makes the solution basic. So we have what we have OH minus. So these are the 3 reactions. Now very simple way we can remember the product. Look, RCHO, this is an ionic equation, so we have RCO minus, it converted into corresponding carboxylic acid. Now, copper cupric will be reduced to cuprous oxide, because this is oxidizing agent, so it itself undergo reduction. So we get a compound cuprous oxide, Cu2O. And this is our red precipitate. This is our red precipitate, and it is cuprous oxide. And along with this, OH minus converted into water. इस तरीके से इक्वेशन लर्न करो, ठीक है? अब हमने इक्वेशन को बैलेंस करना है, कैसे बैलेंस करना है? Simple. Cu2 will be here, Cu2. So here we can put Cu2 plus. Okay. Now total how many oxygen atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 oxygen atoms are there and 2 hydrogen atoms are there. So we can put it here. Total 5 OH minus we want, and is it balanced? Now check whether it is balanced or not. Hydrogen is not balanced. 5H and 1H6. So here we can put 3H2. This is a balanced equation. Learn it very well. Very important. So What is the specialty of this reaction? This reaction is positively given by only aliphatic aldehyde and not aromatic aldehyde. So this is the test to differentiate aliphatic aldehyde and aromatic aldehyde. Very, very important. Okay. Now come to the next reaction under this category, halophone reaction. Third. Halophone reaction, very, very important reaction. Okay. It is something related to halogen. Okay. How is it related to halogen? Because there is one condition for the substrate. Only a definite categorized substrate undergo this particular reaction. And what is the condition? Eligibility. Normally eligibility test hota hai na, eligible, कौन eligible है. So halophone test also some kind of compounds are only eligible for performing this test. Which are those compounds? Not all aldehydes and ketones. This test is given positively by only compounds. Compounds means it may be aldehyde, it may be ketone, it may be alcohol even. Aldehyde, ketone or alcohol. Okay. With the keto-methyl group. What do you mean by keto-methyl group? C double bond O, right? Keto. C double bond O group is called what? Keto group. Methyl. Methyl means what? Those aldehydes and ketones contain this group. First category. Second category is some alcohols on oxidation, we get corresponding alcohols on oxidation, we get corresponding aldehydes or ketones. And that aldehyde even contain a keto-methyl group. Also perform this test. Which is zyada nahi bolna, I will give it. I will illustrate with one example. Okay. Keto-methyl group, first of all, I will give some example from aldehyde. Okay. Look, CH3C double bond of H. It is an aldehyde. What is the name of this aldehyde? Ethanol, isn't it? Look at the compound. It contains a keto-methyl group. Got it? It contains. But propanol do not contain. Propanol, what is propanol? CH3, CH2, CHO. Is it contain a keto-methyl group? No, because ketonic group is here. And along with the ketonic group, it is not a methyl, it is ethylene group. Ethyl group, ethylene. Ethylene group means methylene, sorry. Methylene. Methylene means a CH2 group. And it is not a methyl, CH2 group. CH2 group is called a methylene group. METHYLENE, methylene group. So this is not eligible for the test. So there is only one aldehyde and that is ethanol. And first aldehyde is also not under that particular category. Which is the first aldehyde, HCHO. It again do not contain any keto group is there but not methyl. So this is first example. Now I will give one example from ketone. CH3CO, CH3. What is this? Propanone. Propanone means propanone. Now I will write next member of ketone family. CH3, CH2, CO, CH3. Good. Look at it. This is propanone, this is butanone. But2-on. See that second position, ketonic group is there. So obviously they have a keto-methyl group. So this is the condition number 2 for ketone. Which type of ketone? Ketone at which second position is ketone group. Second position. That means propan 2-on, butan 2-on, pentan 2-on, hexane 2-on. जितने भी 2-on आते हैं ketone की category, all will eligible for this test. Okay, this is second category. Now I will talk of an alcohol, which on oxidation we get a compound that contains ketomidal group. Okay, wait. So I will first write propanol. CH3, CH, OH, CH3. And I will write another propanol, CH3, CH2, CH2. Look, both are propanol. This is propan 2-ol and this is propan 1-ol. Let us oxidize these two compounds. This compound of oxidation, याद है मैंने आपको कैसे बताया था? Only functional group undergo change. This is secondary alcoholic functional group. It undergo oxidation. We get ketone. Okay, CH3, COCH3. So propan 2-ol as such contain no ketomidal group, but the compound on oxidation we get a product which contain ketomethyl group. Come to the propan 1-ol. And what about its oxidation product? It or oxidation. Look at this primary alcohol. Primary alcohol on oxidation we get an aldehyde. So we have the product CH3, CH2, C double bond OH, propanol. But it do not contain any ketomethyl group. Look, this group it has. It is not methyl group. It is methylene group. Got it? It is methylene group. So this is not eligible for the test, but this is eligible for the test. Okay. So we can generalize it in this way. This test is answered positively by aldehydes and ketone with the ketomidal group or all two alcohols or two alcohol. What do you mean two alcohol? Two alcohol means two stands for position of OH group. Like a propan 2-ol will answer the test positively, but propan 1-ol will not give it positively. So this is the test related, this is the information related to haloform test. This is the information related to substrate only. Now let us see what is the reagent. The reagent for this test, three possibilities are there. I will write which are the three possibilities. Either we can use chlorine, or we can use bromine, or we can use iodine. Any of this halogen plus alkali. Alkali generally, alkali use this sodium carbonate, any compounds of sodium, all are highly alkaline in nature. So either chlorine, bromine, iodine or alkali. Now why is it called haloform? Haloform means it is a compound which is derived from halogen. Which compound is derived from halogen during the reaction? If it is chlorine, we get chloroform, CHCl3. It is chloroform. If we use bromine, we get bromoform, CHBr3. Bromoform. And if it is iodine, we get iodoform, CHI3. And these all forms are there. That's why the name common is haloform. Out of this all, I will eliminate one by one. Chloroform. You know that chloroform is highly poisonous. Okay, it is highly poisonous and it has the characteristic odor. It has a characteristic odor. From the odor, we can make out that it is chloroform. Bromoform, it is also, again, it is not good for health. Bromoform, it has the brown color. It has a brown color and it is a precipitate. Okay, iodoform. Iodoform is the only substance which is obtained in the different texture, different precipitate, and it has an yellow color, and it is not hazard to health. Iodoform, it has yellow color. You know that iodoform is an antiseptic. Okay, ये एंटीसेप्टिक ही काम करते हैं आइडोफोम. ये अप्लाई करने के टाइम में ब्राउन येलो कलर होता है, लेकिन अप्लाई करने के बाद एयर ऑक्सीडेशन के बाद ब्राउन होता है. हो सकता है आप सबको एक्सपीरियंस है, जब भी चोट लगते हो ना पैर में, घुटने में, कहीं पे, तो ये पहले अप्लाई करते हैं क्योंकि एंटीसेप्टिक है. ठीक है, लेकिन एक कंडीशन है, ये अप्लाई करने के बाद वाटर यूज नहीं करना. ठीक है, तो ये सब तीनों में which is more good iodoform. So haloform, all forms are there, but generally in lab which experiment will perform this one iodoform, because it is not making any health problem. Okay, this is the story behind haloform reaction. Now I will say what is haloform reaction. Okay, so listen very carefully. Aldehydes or ketone with ketomethyl group reacts with halogen in presence of alkali, resulting the formation of corresponding carboxylic acid, sodium salt of corresponding carboxylic acid, and a haloform with the characteristic physical property. And a haloform with the characteristic physical property. If it is iodoform, the color is yellow and it is obtained in the form of a precipitate. Okay, bromoform, it is not exactly precipitate, it is in aqueous solution and it is brown in color. Chloroform is in the form of it is in the form of liquid, but it is not good for health. Okay, so this is the summary behind haloform reaction. Now I will write what exactly the reaction takes place. I will give one example. After that, I will dictate the reaction, okay, so that you can note it down. Condition is compound with the ketomethyl group reacts with the, here I am using iodine and alkali Na2CO3. Here we get the two products. One is RCONA plus CH3. This is iodoform. This is sodium salt of corresponding carboxylic acid. In fact, it will be gray here, and in this part we get sodium salt of carboxylic acid. This part is converted into corresponding haloform. This is the reaction known under the name haloform reaction. First you write the equation. Now after that I will tell you one sentence regarding this reaction. Okay, do it quickly. RCOOCH3 plus I2 alkali. Here I have taken sodium carbonate and corresponding carboxylic acid RCOONA plus iodoform. If you are using bromine, you get bromoform. If you are using chlorine, you get chloroform. Okay. Now write one sentence. Aldehydes or ketones with ketomethyl group. Aldehydes or ketones with ketomethyl group reacts with halogen and alkali, form corresponding haloform with the characteristic property. Got it? With the characteristic property. So this is all about haloform reaction. Now I will give 3 questions and I will give the clue for the answer also. Okay, write down the question. Give a chemical test to distinguish